on the way to work, I figured I would pull the phone out and just make a video and start talking. That's one of the things that I've been working on over the past few days, and something that I've avoided for a long time. Like, I've been in tune with social media and how it works for a long time. Like, back in 2017, I was one of those Forex guys, right? So I had got into Forex, and I forget the company name. But you know, it's like not necessarily a pyramid scheme, but it works off referrals, right? So you post, you recruit people, you know, they add on, etc. And in 2017, I was younger, and that was my first experience to an MLM, multi-level marketing company. And so I would post my trades, my results, things like that. And looking back at it now, I didn't take it far. I didn't do much with it. Obviously, I traded, I made some money, I lost some money. But the multi-level marketing part of it, I didn't take it to the full extent that I could have, or that I should have, simply because I was too afraid of putting myself on camera, if that makes sense. And as an older adult now, I can admit that I don't know if I would call it being afraid or just embarrassed or just low confidence. I don't know. Whatever. I got over that shit, and lately now I've been working on building that confidence bone, doing it day by day. Currently doing a 100-day challenge where I am recording one video for 60 seconds talking about absolutely anything, and my goal has been to post content. And you know, I keep giving myself these excuses when I'm going to start. I bought a fucking DJI mic recently, like one of those little small mics you see the streamers have, and I already have a Shure SMB. So if you go back on my YouTube channel, 3 years ago, I believe 2023, I started posting some videos, and I went about it in the wrong way, and I learned a lot from that as well. But one of the main things was I spent a lot of money on equipment. I bought a $3,000 camera. I don't even know what the hell the name of it is. I believe it's a Sony something. Expensive lens. The Shure SMB, you know, the one that Joe Rogan has. I mean, a soundboard. I mean, I bought it all. Fucking lighting, all that shit. And that shit does not help your content. Doesn't help your confidence either. It's really just a distraction. So in one of my short videos previously, I was talking about over planning equals procrastination. Overthinking also causes procrastination. And it's like one of those things that, like, I'm not sure if you can hear my GPS, but it's one of those things where you think you need to be or have something before you do it, right? So I don't necessarily want to be a content creator, right, or an influencer or anything like that, but I do want to create content, make money online, put on my people, put on my family, my friends. You know, I want to be that guy that's able to help them out with anything, do anything, have a high network. I want to be able to travel, you know what I mean? I want my page to look like a highlight reel, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's wrong with that. I'm pretty sure everybody wants to do that. And you know, that's an attainable goal. But a lot of us, we sit there and we wait to become that person before we actually like do it, if that makes sense. So I bought all the cameras, all the microphone equipment, all this good stuff. And hold on, let me turn this shit off. I bought all this camera equipment, all these microphones, all this extra shit, and I'm sitting there waiting for the moment that I feel ready, and that moment never came, man. I just told myself that if I get this mic, I'll look the part and I'll be able to do it better, I guess. I don't know, it's just a fucking excuse that I made for myself, and I wasted a lot of time. And right now I'm recording this video on my iPhone without a mic. I'm probably not going to use a mic in most of the videos going forward, because I'm really just building the muscle of creating these videos and posting this content and getting more comfortable with talking to a camera, putting myself out there and sharing my ideas, thoughts, and things like that. But all of that to say is you don't need anything but yourself and your phone. That's pretty much it. And 2017 was damn near 10 years ago, 9 years ago. And it took me 9 years to actually like break through and actually say, fuck it, we're just gonna do it. I mean, imagine if I would have been putting these reps in 2017, building that audience, building those connections with those people when I was doing the Forex. And then a few years later, when I got into credit repair, and if you look on my Instagram, you can see all the stuff that I was doing with credit repair. I was posting stuff, but I wasn't sitting here in front of the camera talking to you, explaining to you how the credit repair works, which honestly and truthfully is what attracted me to the mentors that I had to help me with the credit repair, right? So I paid thousands of dollars for mentors, and they weren't afraid to post. They weren't afraid to talk. And that is one of the reasons that I signed up with them and I decided to work with them. And now I realize how important that is in any asset of life. Like the person picking up the camera and talking on the phone and who's confident to just share their story and be authentic and just, you know, be a person and share that with people is going to make way more sales than the guy who's just posting carousels or posting photos or screenshots or things like that. Just make the post, just make the video, upload it. Most people don't give a fuck. Most people just do not care. We are too in tune with ourselves. Do we care too much about what other people think about us to really give a fuck about what somebody else is doing, right? So if somebody's going to watch this video, they might not even make it this far into the video, but somebody's going to watch this video. They're going to internalize it. They might like it. They might not like it. But 10 minutes from now, they're going to be watching another video and they're going to forget I ever fucking existed. You know what I mean? They're going to forget everything. That's the same thing in everyday life. You go to a store, you go to a restaurant, you go to work. 9 times out of 10, those people are going to see you once and never see you again and never give a fuck or think about you again. So what's stopping you from grabbing the world by the balls and just taking over? You know what I mean? Just sharing your story. That's another thing I realized watching creators as over the years, because I've been big into YouTube. I'm not a big TV guy, so I've been into YouTube. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And that's one of the things that I admire is watching someone go from 0 to 100. Watching someone that I watched 5 years ago now have, you know, millions of followers. You know, watching someone come from the ground up. I mean, like, that's like a hero's journey in real time. And all of us go through a hero's journey with ourselves. And we all inherently admire it. That's why a lot of people, you know, get a lot of followers or get a lot of fans or clients or whatever the case is, because they post their highs and lows, not just the highs. And that is another thing that I'm working on as well, is just posting my life, right? I'm on the way to work now, currently working about 80 hours a week. So I have a 9 to 5 that is corporate, boring work. And then at night, I work at a restaurant. So that is 80 hours a week. So 40 hours there, 40 hours there. Sometimes it's 85 if I get overtime at the restaurant. But altogether, it's good money. It helps me, my family, etc. I mean, it does what it needs to do. But that doesn't leave much time to do or create everything else. But that's just an excuse, right? I'm on the way to work now, picking up the phone, making a video. The lighting is fine. I have a fucking sunroof. You know what I mean? I have everything I need so I can record this video on the way to work. After work, it doesn't take me long to edit it because I'm not going to do any fancy edits as of right now. Like these first videos are not going to have any fancy edits, which is another thing I got caught up with, is thinking I needed some fancy edits, some fucking intro. I needed all that shit. No, just pick up the phone, start posting. If you get anything from this video, is take it from someone who was not confident enough to pick up the phone and post it, and is now building that confidence and has realized after a few days, it doesn't fucking matter. Just pick up the phone and post and talk about whatever you want to talk about. But anyways, that's just an excuse as far as working the 80 hours a week. You know, oh, I work so much. Most people only work 40 hours a week. I'm working 80 hours a week, committed to posting one video a day for 100 days straight. I also work out daily, strength train 3 times a week, cardio daily. I also track my macros daily. I'm doing a lot of things, and this is nothing to brag or say that I'm better than you, but there's a lot on my plate, but it doesn't feel like a lot. After you do it for a certain amount of days, it doesn't feel like a lot. Like when I started tracking my macros, I used ChatGPT to track the macros, and also use Chat to give me the breakdown of what the macros I should have, right? You just fucking track it. You get a meal plan and you eat what's on the meal plan. It's not that hard. Track it in ChatGPT, open ChatGPT, tell it, open a new chat, create a project, tell it, hey, you are now my nutrition tracker. I'm going to send my meals to you. I want you to estimate the calories, the proteins, the carbs, the fats, whatever the hell else you want to track. And I want you to keep a log of it. And daily, after you eat each meal, you just tell it what you ate. If you ate 12 ounces of chicken, 12 ounces of grilled chicken and some jasmine rice, you simply send it in there and it tracks it for you. So you don't have to worry about doing the legwork of writing it down or anything like that. You don't have to buy any expensive app, nothing crazy like that. I mean, it's really simple. It doesn't get any simpler than that. And AI is making everything even more simpler. And maybe one day I'll create an app as well that'll make it even simpler. But that's just one example of making it easy. After you've done it for a few days, it's just something you do, right? So that's just something I do. I just track my meals. I would probably track them forever, right? I'll probably create an app that make it even easier than just opening up ChatGPT and putting it in a message thread. But nonetheless, that's what I do now. I just track my macros because I've gone from the skinny, super skinny, to skinny fat, back to lean, shredded, and then back up to skinny fat but a little fatter. Like, it's fucking tits. As a man, if you have tits, I consider that fat, and I was fat. So I've been back and forth, and the one main consistent thing is your macros. If you're eating less than you're ingesting, then you're inevitably going to lose weight. I mean, like if your baseline total daily expenditure is 3,000 calories, then if you eat less than 3,000 calories and you work out on top of that, you will lose weight. If you eat more than that and you don't work out, you will gain weight. It's as simple as that. I mean, it doesn't get more difficult than that. There's more science and things if you want to get into that, but that's what it is, right? So that's one example of making it easy. Just get a meal plan once. Don't eat for I would say enjoyment. Food is fuel, not fun, right? Food is something to keep your body going, to make your body strong, healthy. It's not something that you just, stuff it with honey buns and hot Cheetos and shit like that. Like, your body is not meant for that. And, if you don't give a fuck, then that's cool. You don't have to give a fuck. But for the most part, eating healthy and keeping your body maintained at the right physique that you want is going to require a certain level of discipline and a certain level of boring food, right? There's nothing wrong with eating boring food for 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and then on that 7th day you have like a meal that you enjoy. As long as it's under the macros, you're still good to go. That's one example, right? Another example would be posting content. It all starts with one video. I was waiting so long. I mean, you know how you had those New Year's resolutions. You say, I'm going to post it on January 1st, and, we're going to make it happen January 1st, whatever. I didn't say that to myself this year, but that was the intention. And January 1st came and went, and I still didn't post anything. And I was just procrastinating. And I got to the point, something in my mind clicked. It said, just fucking pick up the phone and make a video. Just make a video. So I just picked up the phone and I made a video and I posted it. Actually, the first post I made, if you look on my shorts, on my YouTube shorts, is a compilation of me working out in the garage and a couple of my meals that I did. And I just did a simple edit on that and posted it. Like, just got to get it out there. Just put it out. I found the Higher Up Wellness Challenge on Instagram, and I like the idea of it, and it found me, and that is perfect alignment. God sent that to me, and it was the perfect thing. So now daily I post one video. It don't take me more than 2 minutes. Like, I'm not editing this shit. I'm just strict, raw, off the cuff, just fuck it, you just posting. I mean, people come for the authenticity. And if you're talking about anything, of value, which most people are, you know, they'll end up staying or telling somebody about it, or whatever the case is. But the purpose of it all is just to build that routine. So as you learn, you can share more of your experience, because that's what people come for, is the experience that you were sharing. So long story short, because this video is getting a little long, just do it. Just post the content, get on the treadmill, you know what I mean? Track your macros, like, just do it. Just get started. Just do it. Just literally Nike, I mean, just do it, right? Just do the shit. If you do it, you're going to get the energy to keep doing it. And as you keep doing it, you're going to become better at it. And as you become better at it, you're going to want to do it more, and you're not going to want to stop. Hopefully one day somebody's looking at this video and it's 5 years later, maybe 6 months from now, and they're looking at my current videos, and my current videos are a lot more put together and thoughtful, and maybe I have a certain following, and I have a certain amount of success online, and they can look back at this video and be like, damn, he was working 80 hours a week on the way to work making videos, and, you know, he made it work. Hopefully, I mean, you know, we'll see. I think that's what's going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. So follow along, see what happens. If you don't get anything from all this rambling and yapping I've been doing, is just do it. Just find time to do it. You squeeze it in at whatever moment you want, and you just make it happen.